Maligayang araw sa inyo mga chong! Welcome to Monkeys Bananas Vlogs where we unbox anything and everything under the sun. So today, unbox natin is yung whole wave actually ng Strong Guy. We'll try to see how far we can go. Kasi kung kailangan natin siya i-divide kasi meron tayong 7 characters na i-unbox. But we're not going to dwell or deep dive into yung kung sino yung mga each character. More or less, we're just gonna do an unboxing and then let's just see how far we can go. So for now, let's just see Deadpool, Pirate Deadpool, Shikla with Jeff yata to, the shark. Pet siya ni Deadpool which he gave to Gwenpool. And Black Tom Cassidy which is an X-Men villain which is going to look good dun sa ating villains dun sa X-Men sa ating cabinet display, glass cabinet. Other than that, we have X-Men Deadpool, we have Warpath, and we have Maverick, and lastly we do have Sunspot. X for Sunspot. Okay, so I think it's time for me to open it kasi magkakaroon na naman ng bagong wave. Recently na-open or pinakita ng Hasbro Pulse yung Excalibur wave. So, unti-unti na mabubuo yung mga X-Men figures as well as X-Force. And I think Wolfsbane, Feral, and Rachel Gray na lang yung natitira dun sa, if you know the poster. But post it here. Dun sa ating video, PIP. And then, hopefully, makompleto na yung line. And then, hopefully, sooner or later, that's the end of it. To starting off, we'll just do Shikla first. This is a Build-A-Figure. Strong Guy pala. This first action figure aside from the Toy Biz ones that has 5 articulation, 5 points of articulation, and this wave contains the characters that I was able to show earlier. So I got it from R&R Toys Collectibles. He's just near the place or near where I live at. So nag-pre-order ako sa kanya. So na-introduce ako sa kanya sa aking kakababata, Patrick. So shout out sa'yo. And everything's tape. It came from Hong Kong. So the good thing or the bad thing about this wave more or less naging butaw. Butaw meaning naging FUD. Come fodder meaning hindi siya nag-sell masyado. So binenta siya way below the SRP price. So I got it SRP price knowing that it's gonna be a good wave. But it's okay. You just have to be patient ni minsan, knowing that these figures is gonna come out eventually. But that's life of collector. You win some and then you lose some. Alright, so let's pull out Shikla. Hopefully we can go under 20 minutes and hopefully we can build Gido. Strong Guy. So I think this particular figure, she comes from the Magic setup. More or less siguro ang base figure nito is his Storm. I don't know much about the character, but basically she uses her shape-shifting ability to do her deeds. Yes, do her deeds. Articulation wise, same, normal. Rotating head. You can go and pick up her hand this high. You all know this cloth, more or less much like the Storm. And then torso articulation, hips, upper thigh, double jointed on the knees and sa ankle. She comes with Jeff the shark, the land shark. And right arm of Gido. So we'll build him later if we get the chance. Alright, now Black Tom Cassidy. He uses Blast. I know him. He doesn't have any X-Men animated series feature. But I know him from the comics. I know he's part of the villains or rogue gallery of X-Men, so he's gonna go. He doesn't have any particular accessories associated or included in the package. It's just the back panel of Strong Guy. Yep. It's hollow, and his cane. So same, push, then pull. Auto. Put that later. Trash. Same articulation as far as the normal characters are in the wave. Butterfly, not much actually, not that type of butterfly, pero there's swivel as well on the upper arm, double jointed elbows. You can rotate. Yung glove hindi, the glove doesn't have that articulation. His hand can be rotated that way, and you can swivel it up and down. Single point of articulation for that one. Same goes on his right hand, where we can place his cane. Yeah, you can swivel his hips, rotate it definitely. As far as legs are concerned, you can go bring it up that way. Swivel on the upper thigh, double jointed knee, and then articulation on his feet. So he will go well with the Hellfire Club. Hopefully we get a cheaper Hellfire Club, kasi it's difficult to get that nowadays in SRP, mainly because of the limited run. I think SDCC yata siya or NYCC, but I pre-ordered it pero hindi siya dumating, so problem with the, I'm not sure if the manufacturer or it's just the supplier. Yeah, it's hard. This is the one that takes time, yung pagtayo sa kanila. It's alright, so we'll try to check if I can make him stand later, but all of these guys will have their own glam shot. Para tayo lumang camera na ginagamit. So normally you can see that in the thumbnail, yung black yung background. And then we have Pirate Deadpool. He comes with the right leg of strong guy. He comes with a saber, sword, and then yung I forgot what gun is called, pero yung pistol niya, definitely that has a pirate feel to it. Alright, so it doesn't come with that much accessories, pero this guy looks good. I think he's being sold now for around 400. Because mainly not all folks uses the costume. Of all the characters, I would think Shikla would be the most difficult to make to stand or pose, mainly because female bodies are lighter than male ones. Left leg pala ni Stronga yung kasama niya. So we're still 8 minutes in, so I think we can move forward with opening the rest of the gang. We do have Deadpool XMen Deadpool colors, blue and yellow, with Guido's head. Strong guy is Guido actually. You guys don't know. He has pistol and blaster, and yung katana blades. Yeah, side and at the back. From the back it says, "Just got the suit back from dry cleaners, I hear you." Blue and gold is the new red. If you know Deadpool, he breaks any barriers. He can speak to the audience. He can refer to other movies. That's why Ryan Reynolds definitely is going to be good at this particular role. And nakas nila si Ryan Reynolds perfectly as Deadpool. So si Deadpool actually comes has two versions, or actually has two of them in a box. So I have an extra one. Siguro paparaffle or papabingay ko na lang siya sa ating subscribers. Alright. So this is not the first time that Deadpool has a blue X-Men suit version. there was a Toy Biz, or was that Toy Biz or Hasbro already? I think it's already Hasbro with a 2-pack with Warpath with the red and black colorway. And I think I'll just post it here just for you guys to see. Aside from those items, siguro yun yung expensive versions ni Deadpool at ni Warpath, mainly because Warpath hasn't been made with multiple points of articulation figure-wise. That's why it was around 4,500, minsan 6,000 or 8,000 pa. But here's Guido's head. Ball-jointed siya, so you just have to connect it to the body. Let's just place all the accessories together. And hopefully this guy stands, unlike the rest of the gang. But this one has more articulation than the rest. So you can place his katana at the back, much like yung 90s Deadpool natin. Ayun. So butterfly joints definitely would work. So if you're gonna put him in a jumping motion. But it's just the same sculpt as the rest. It just has a different colorway. The X-Men blue and yellow colorway. And it would basically have the same setup. But Deadpool is really known for his... This is actually the same sculpt as the 90s version from the Sasquatch wave. So I can definitely see the same articulations, just a different set of color application. Yeah. There. Alright. We'll go with Sunspot. This has his strong guy's other torso. This contains yung neck and then the ball joint where you can connect his head. Sunspot is well known. In his solar form, Sunspot possesses supreme power and cosmic durability of a supernova, which is known as also a star. So, ayun, kanyang art in the box. Box art at the back, and the figure itself, the glam shot. Okay guys, ano mga kinukollect ninyo? And more or less lang kayo bumibili other than the normal Green Hills or Marketplace or watching live videos? Just let me know. Alright, so for accessories, ito yung kanyang blasting accessories. He has the black one. This is well known for Marvel's X-Men as well as any other accessories kapag merong pinoportray na projectile or if there's energy type of power or abilities ng character. Normally it's being used like for Havoc, Dazzler, as well as for Polaris. Yeah. Okay, so it contains yung torso ni Strong Guy. Swivel on the hips. You can put the arms on the lock mechanism as well as yung hips and yung legs dun sa So here is Sunspot. He has his accessories or mainly his energy coming at the back. It's attached to the back or the nape. And same articulation as far as Black Cassidy is concerned. I think same sculpt din siya, just different set. So I think we will post this guy using a stand because more or less this guy flies or hovers. But as far as color wise is concerned, it goes well with Warpath. Almost the same colorway with blue, the black, and the blue one and the red one with yellow highlights. Yeah, I'm not gonna dwell further on the articulation as well as the colorway. More or less it's the same ones. No other accessories other than the blasters and Strong Guy's body is concerned. Let's just see if he stands. Nope. Stay there. Alright, two more. Let's just go with Maverick first. You all know Maverick comes from the Weapon X project. I think he was part of the Wolverine and X-Men movie. I think nakalimutan ko sino nag-portray sa kanya eh. Pero Um, alam ko hindi si Idris Elba eh. Pero you know him. He got his featurette in the X-Men animated series. As part of Weapon X project. Actually, if you take a look at him, the details of his armor as well as yung blasters and the color is almost same as the Thanos metallic finish, as well as yung silver paint applications dun sa body, dun sa kanyang legs, as well as yung mga features dun sa back. Let's just see. Let's just pull him out. He has 2 blasters. And he has the right arm of Gido, which will be our finale. We'll just build him up later. Alright. So scale-wise, I think this is all of these guys are around 5.5 to 6 inches. So he has no other accessories, no extra hands, no extra head. It's just his blasters. There's no holster at the back. His holsters are on the side. It's actually just one. So you can just put his blaster there. And then have the other one of his hand. So I didn't expect this figure to be that or ganito kaganda. Hindi kasi ng English, pero yung paint applications na as well as yung details, it's really great to look at, and it's not just like made of cheap paint applications or plastic. It was very well thought of, which I like. Pretty much an underrated figure if you're going to take a look at it. So here's the details of Maverick. Parang skull-like yung kanyang face mask, and then the head and yung back panel accessory. But the paint application on this guy is much like Deathlock, I think. Pero it's much more detailed, and the paint applications is really well done, well made. He is top heavy, so I think this guy will stand. If I spoke too soon. Yep. Let's just check it later. Alright, well, last but not the least, we have Warpath. This is not his first iteration. This is actually his third, if I'm not mistaken. Sa Toy Biz or Hasbro line. Kasi wala siyang figure dun sa Toy Biz series. Pero he's one of the expensive ones before. But now, since he has this particular figure as an X-Force or main part of the X-Force team, for all the collectors there that really wanted to complete their line, Warpath is needed for you to complete X-Force. So, yun yung susunod natin mga bubuksan, sila Cable, sila Shatterstar, and hopefully we'll be able to upload it sooner for you guys to enjoy. So, Warpath, I think Thunderbird is his older brother. So, James 2. Anyway, powerful mutant with superhuman strength and speed, Warpath is formidable warrior with a proud and noble heart. Si James ba to? Kasi si Thunderbird is James Proudstar. So Warpath had appeared sa mga recent movies nila, especially dun sa Days of Future Past, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So should have had, but unfortunately he doesn't. Should have had an accessory of knives, but I don't see anything here. It's just him, huge one, and this right leg of strong guy. He has extra set pair of hands for holding something, but he doesn't have anything to hold. So what's up with that, Hasbro? But I think you can use other knives to for him to hold. There's already a number of them. Let's see for other characters. But he has open hands that can hold definitely a knife or knives for that matter. Pero Warpath stands around 7 inches tall. I think for now, you can use it as it is without any accessories kasi nga wala pa tayong knife for him to hold. But same type of articulation. He has his shoulder pads and you can bring up his hands that way. Swivel on the thigh and the hips. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, ball jointed feet, and then definitely he is top heavy, so you can make him stand alongside the team or alongside the wave. So I think it's time for us to build strong guy. Just more or less just gonna pop him. Malaglag si Warpath sa likod. So let's just build the torso first. I think it's better if we put this one at the back. So it's just going to be a quick snap. Not actually a snap, but it slides in. And then... Wow, that's easy. So his body is pretty much hollow. You don't expect that much. Yep. Oh, you have to hear it click there. It's not much like Bane. Bane, pretty much difficult for us to put the leg in, especially yung left leg ni Bane. But this one is just more of a swivel and it's easier kasi wala siyang shorts, unlike Bane. And then just pop the head over. I think this is just more of a head of Kingpin. So he's designed to if you know yung flex pose niya, he's known for that. So we'll just display it that way. He is top heavy. Been using that word most of the time. Pero yeah, he stands almost the same height, but not necessarily. He's way bulkier than Warpath and definitely taller than him. Yo. Alright, so we'll just make him stand later. It's gonna be pretty difficult because I don't want you guys, it's already 23 minutes, but here is a strong guy. Gido, X-Force, X-Factor with Havoc, Polaris, Multiple Man, Quicksilver, and the rest of the gang. So, anyways, Warpath fell. We'll just pick him up later. No need to worry. It's not big of a deal. But yeah, here is the strong guy wave from Hasbro Marvel Legends. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. And hopefully you guys can continue the support and click on the notification bell if you're already subscribed to get more updates. But other than that, thank you again and everything for the support. So again, as always, take care, stay safe, good shit lang. Peace out.